All right, I got one more peculiar eBay sale for the evening, and this one sold within the last few days. And it's a 1909 Lincoln Wheatback cent with the VDB initials on the reverse at the 6 o'clock position, one of the more popular and readily available coins in the marketplace. And if you were looking for one of those marquee coins that really made its mark in US coinage, this is definitely it. But that's a conversation all on its own, because this coin, ladies and gentlemen, while not a bright shiny red example, which can be found for $50-$60, this particular one sold for almost $140. Now, there is a little something going on the obverse face of the coin, as you can see. But this brings up an interesting topic, because I've talked about major errors, I've talked about relatively minor errors. This is one of those minor error type of coins. Anything that is a lamination or some sort of funky strike through type of error, or minor rim clips, are typically the bottom of the barrel errors. But they do have their core group of fans. It's got a really good fan following, and that would explain why this coin right here, a key date in the series, even though they made tons of them, sold for the amount of money it did. Now, let's speculate, what exactly the strike through was. Might have been a piece of cloth. That's a possibility. Could it be a piece of tape? That's a great possibility as well. Or maybe even a wood chip. That's also another fine possibility, because a lot of these things have somehow found their way being struck into the coin in those earlier days. So, early 20th century, mid 20th century, you name it. But I wouldn't put it past it if this was a lamination that had just fallen off, like a deflective planchet. The only reason why it wouldn't be is because the edges of this aberration is so smooth and clean that it may not be a lamination. But nonetheless, this is a fine example of a strike through, and one that's not going to set you back a ton of money, although it did sell for quite a bit of coin for such a common date. But I wanted to share this one with you, talk about it a little bit. This one also, by the way, graded out at NGC Mint State 64 Brown, so it's a nice lofty grade, and it does say strike through on the slab, as you can see. So that wraps this one up for the evening. If you want to talk more about error coins or what you've been finding, you could certainly leave a comment, although I haven't done a very good job getting back to a lot of you. You can also jump onto many of the great forums that are out there, such as Coin Talk, Coin Community, PCGS, Collectors Universe. There's also the NGC one as well. And join up. Let's talk about it. That we have a lot of professionals out there that's willing to give you all the advice you need, all the guidance, even when I'm not around. So thanks so much for watching yet again. Blue Ridge Silverhound will get you more stuff here coming up. You guys have a fine evening.